The colonies broke away from Britain's monarchy, so now they're forming their own democracy.
They didn't want the power to lie in the hands of one man. Having 3 different branches of government was the plan.
Executive is one branch of our government. This branch is led by the president.
16 departments are also a part. They advise the president, so all his decisions are smart.
They carry out laws that are already made. The military's a part and ready to aid.
The legislative branch is the one that's next. They write new laws in a process that's complex.
Both the House and Senate must vote yes or revise. If they can't reach an agreement, then the bill dies.
Legislative branch and Congress are the same. House of Representatives and the Senate are parts of that name.
The judicial branch is the last. They review the laws they have passed.
Judicial review is for the laws. They make sure they don't have constitutional flaws.
The Supreme Court is the part that will hear a case. Their last job is to ensure the judicial process takes place.
To avoid having one branch overtake the rest, having checks and balances would be best.
Each branch has a chance to look in on another. They do so in a way without having to smother.
Each has a power the others do not. The way one can't have a takeover plot.
The president can veto laws legislation makes. This way the laws that pass won't be mistakes.
But even with a veto, there is still a chance. A little help from Congress and the bill can advance.
Even when the president gives a bill a no, a 2/3 vote from Congress and the bill is a go.
Another way legislative branch manages executive control, they have to approve all nominations for the presidency role.
After nominations are approved and someone is elected, Congress can impeach if unlawful behavior is detected.
If he's guilty, out of office the president goes. After being impeached, he can't oppose.
The way executive branch controls judicial is that the president picks the judges and makes them official.
They go from judge to justice now on the Supreme Court. They serve for life, so their term is not short.
Despite having the president carefully choose them, justices watch for unconstitutional Despite having the president carefully choose them, justices watch for unconstitutional acts to condemn.
So the president better be careful what he does. The court may disapprove of an action depending what it was.
Between legislative and judicial branch, the separation that's in place is the Senate confirms the president's judge nominations just in case.
So the president and Senate must have an agreement reached, but just like the president, a justice can be impeached.
But legislative branch doesn't always get their way. because when it comes to passing laws, judicial gets the final say.
If found unconstitutional, the law won't go into effect. In this way, judicial makes sure Congress's power is checked.
In case all that separation wasn't enough, a man is usually only part of one branch, making a takeover tough.
Having separation of power is pretty great. Now there's no chance of monarchy as our fate.
If you recall, no power is absolute, so if there's a problem, it can quickly resolute.
As you can see, the branches have each other on a tightrope. So as for one branch taking over another, there is no hope.
Just don't forget each branch has a power of its own. Legislative can impeach when unlawful behavior is known.
They approve president and justice candidates for spots they need to fill. They can even override when the president doesn't pass their bill.
The judicial branch keeps the Constitution as supreme law of the land. Unconstitutional laws and acts won't stand.
When a Supreme Court justice no longer serves, the president appoints the best replacement he observes.
Lastly, when the president receives a law, he can either pass or reject, and that is how power is balanced and checked.